Well, here in Los Angeles, we recorded so much good stuff, we couldn't fit it all into our regular programs. So here's a compilation of some of the best bits that we didn't want to throw away. It's fantastic. Here we go. And the scene I'd like to do, in this scene, city boys have lost their way in hillbilly country. Okay? You can decide who you are, but you have to speak in questions only. Take it away, Colin Phil.
You ever seen so many trees? Do you hear a banjo? Well, if they try any... Do you have a compass?
What's a compass?
Don't you know what a compass is?
You want to make me squeal like a pig?
How will that help us find civilization?
Did it hurt?
Aren't you worried? Worried about what?
Are y'all lost?
Do you know where the highway is?
Y'all ain't been here before, have you?
Are you Swedish?
You from Arkansas?
What am I, the president?
Are you the president?
Can you keep it under your hat?
Can you?
You gonna tell me a way out of here or what?
Where are you all from?
Where do you think?
I don't know.
Should we follow the possum? You got any better ideas? Who put me in charge? Yuri.
Why don't you dig a hole?
How deep?
6 feet too much?
What are you gonna do with it?
You want to hop in?
Why do I have to hop in? Can I just try it out for size? Promise not to cover it up.
Cover what up?
All right, sure, fine.
Is this y'all's home?
Can't you find one of your own?
Didn't you know this is Harker property?
You're a harker?
Don't I look like one?
Shouldn't we be fighting with the city boys?
You want to go make the sign of the two-headed raccoon?
So, Colin, what are you doing? You're a skier. You're carrying your skis, and you're just about to take the lift or the elevator to the mountain top. Okay? Does that make sense?
I'm carrying my skis.
Carrying your skis. You have to mime that, I think.
Okay.
That's it.
Now.
What the idea is that Colin and Greg are two scientists who've come round to stop Dr. Jekyll turning himself into Mr. Hyde. But at any given time, somebody has to be standing, somebody else sitting, another one bending, and if somebody wants their position, the others have to accommodate as well. Let's see how this goes.
Your experiments, they're unorthodox. They're unholy. They're against God. Can't you see you've got to try to find another way?
Unholy? Who made you judge? Who made you God over everything?
Nobody made me God. It's just that we've been studying at the Institute and we think your practices are, well, they're giving science a bad name.
We? I don't believe we've met.
Hello. I'm Dr. Finkelstein.
I've heard of you.
Have you?
Wonderful. Thank you.
And I'm Dr. Goldenrod.
Dr. Goldenrod, nice
Yes.
to meet you.
You must stop these experiments now.
These experiments.
Yes, Dr. Jekyll. Oh my God, he's turning.
I said these experiments. There's nothing wrong with these experiments.
Of course there is, man. Can't you see that what you're doing is wrong?
You're playing with forces you don't understand. Do
Don't
you
tell
understand?
me what to do.
I will tell you what to do.
Are you all right?
I'm fine.
Are you feeling sick?
I'm disarmed.
Are you okay, Dr.
All
Finkelstein?
the excitement has got me a little.
Oh, this sure that it does.
Okay, Greg is presenting the program. His co-anchor is Colin, but he is also a lap dancer. I hope you've been researching this, Colin. Catherine is the sports presenter, but unfortunately it's her first day on the job, and she's shell-shocked. And Ryan, you're the weather presenter, but you've had to bring all your children to work. Or your many children to work. Okay, Greg, if you start this off when you hear the news report music playing, take it away, Greg.
Good evening. I'm uncontrollably erect. And these are the headlines. There's wombats flying all over Anaheim, California.
For $20, I'll make you forget all the bad news.
Well put, Phil. Well, now that brings us over to sports. Let's throw it over to Hot Kitty Cat at the sports desk. Kitty, what have you got for us?
Well, it's an honor to be here with you guys. Okay, distinguished crowd. Okay, baseball, baseball, baseball. That's the game of the game of this isn't live, is it? I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Let's talk sports.
Thank you, Catherine. Well, we've certainly got a big weekend ahead of us, and it's time to check the weather with Ryan over at the big satellite map. Ryan,
Who's your big boy? Oh, we've got sun coming in on the. Would you get that out of your mouth? Get that out of your mouth. Out. And later in the week we should be getting some rain. That is Daddy's liquor. Give Daddy his liquor. Shame on you. For clear skies heading in the sun here. Oh, sure. Shush. Would you mind? And that's the weather.
thank you, Ryan. What a charming, all wholesome look at the weather that was. Don't you think so, Phil? Stick around for the humpback whale, nature's kook, following on this station. That's been the news. Good night.
We have to support these deliverers of cheese and meats. We have to show them we care. And we have two people here right now that are going to do just that. Two people you wouldn't even think eat pizza, but they do. Bruce Springsteen and Stevie Wonder. Welcome to the Bruce, nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
Stevie, a pleasure.
It always makes me very happy to come and find you, talk to you.
Thank you, Stevie. Now, I understand the two of you have gotten together, you've left your egos at the door, and you have written a song to honor our brave deliverers.
Yeah, we wrote a song.
Would you do us the honor? of
Sure.
singing it?
Well, I got in my pickup truck with no brakes and no shocks. And I drove these dusty streets with a greasy pizza box. And I drove on through the night, not knowing where to be. But I've only got 30 minutes, or that pizza's gonna be free.
Sometimes it seems that the pizza's way too hot. I gotta ask my wife what flavor it is, cause I can't see the box. Sometimes it's pepperoni, and sometimes it's beef and enjoy. Sometimes it's got the crust, and it's got the cheese, it's got cheese.
All the pizza's gonna be free. Deliver me.
If you want a pizza, you can get a good pizza magnet. Deliver me every single deliver
To that game. We'll take a break. See you after that. Bye. Well, some very big scores here, but let's go on to a game called This is the Story of Your Life. And this is going to be a TV program where Brad is the host, revealing suddenly the life of Wayne. If you'd like to come on, get ready to do that. So can you think of a fairly ordinary, dullish kind of job that... work? You just take a sewer worker. He works in the sewers. Is that what you mean by that? Okay, he works in the sewers. The waste system of this fair city, or one like it. Take it away. This is the story of his life.
Excuse me, sir. Before you go down into that sewer, I have this large container of raw sewage. I would like you to reach down in there and see if you can find anything interesting. An envelope. What does it say inside? This is the story of your life! No! Yes, indeed. Ralph Stool, this is in fact the story of your life. Now, before you get too excited and pop that manhole cover, I want to know if you recognize this voice. Do you remember a cold August morning when you saved someone from drowning?
Yes, I saved this little guy who worked at the shelter. His name was Raymond. He was homeless.
Well, that's not him. But it's someone else.
Can you hear me? Help! It's my dad.
Yes!
No! Get out of here! To you! Oh, no!
That's right. Your dad was also someone you saved from drowning.
Oh, man. Dad and I, we used to work on the 15-hour cleanup crew down the Johnson sewer plant.
Hey, I've got a full house. Looks like you got a flush. Remember that?
Dad and I haven't seen each other in like, what, 10 years.
What's your fondest memory of your son?
Oh, I couldn't be prouder of him. He was a little boy, used to come to work with me, and he'd make little boats. He was playing while his dad worked all day long. It was just, it was a wonderful upbringing.
We'd love to spend more time with your father, but we have more people for you to remember.
No.
Do you remember this voice?
I've never forgiven you for taking my job.
Ronaldo Cruz de la Lopez.
Come on out here, Ronaldo.
Oh, let it lie.
Yes.
Que se te
That's right. Ronaldo used to lovingly clean all the human waste out of the storm drain until you took his job.
Oh, Ronaldo's never forgiven me, Ronaldo. I'm sorry, I was just quicker and I had the hand for the doo-doo.
I took 4 years of English literature to get that job.
Look, I tell you what. Thank you so much for this. I'm feeling generous. Why don't you come on and you be my second doo-doo man?
Oh, come on, come on.
No, sí.
We love to see a happy ending here on This Is the Story of Your Life. Well, you two go getting reacquainted and hope you can find some loving in the sewer. Thanks so much for watching. We'll be back next week.
You have to sit on those stools and you've got to try and sell that there's a shopping bag with no bottom and horoscopes for pigs. They can sell anything on the shopping channels. So those two items and one other item, because somebody suggests something equally useless. Sorry? A three-legged cheetah statue. So a three-legged cheetah statue, plus the horoscope for pigs and the bottomless shopping bag. Take it away.
Oh, it's 3 o'clock already.
I think we all know what that means.
It's time to shop.
Say, Ryan, what have you got tonight to sell?
I'm sorry, what?
Hey, is that some kind of book you're interested in?
Oh, am I ever into it? Let me just mark the page. What it is, it's a horoscope for pigs.
Come on now.
You know
How
what?
would a pig need a horoscope?
Well, it's not just bulls that are stubborn. Pigs are too. You know, your slice of meat depends on what type of mood your pig is in.
I never knew that.
The worse the mood, the tougher the meat.
Are you saying this book can tell you what kind of pig you're going to get?
I'm not only saying it, I'm guaranteeing it.
That is a remarkable time saver.
If you want good meat, it's a must. Why don't you just put that right in there?
All right.
Hey! What the?
There's no bottom.
How can you ever gather anything in that?
Well, that's the point. Are you tired of your wife shopping until you just can't take it anymore? I can't afford it either. I give her this, she shops for hours, and yet nothing.
You know, if you phone in 1 hour, we have a special gift, don't we, Colin?
That's right, and Ryan's going to tell us about it.
Yes, I would love to. It's right here in this. Oh,
You didn't lose it.
I did.
Well, it's a three-legged cheetah. Not a real one. That would be cruel. It's 3:05 and we're still shopping.
And this is a soap opera, but you're all animals. So what could be simpler? In fact, Colin and Ryan, you're two southern tadpoles. That's southern United States, I think, rather than Hampshire. Two southern tadpoles. I hope you have the word tadpole over here. On an illicit date, who are interrupted in due course by a gun-toting bullfrog. A gun-toting bullfrog father, who's played by Greg. So away you go.
We're never gonna get away to here.
It's hot. Mighty hot. Oh, mighty hot. Want a fan?
That feels so good against me.
You know what? If my pappy finds out, oh, lackaday.
Oh. I could really use a mint tulip.
Mint tulip?
Yes. Next to the lilies there. Get me a mint tulip.
I'll get you. Are you male?
I'm a female.
So am I.
Well, this is just wrong.
Lady! Gloria! Lady! I can't believe I caught you here with another tadpole. Why, my goodness, that's a female tadpole. I had no idea you went to the other pond.
Well, how can you tell the difference, Pappy?
How can you tell the difference? Why, I know it's hard to hold with these flippers, but I'm gonna put a hole in both your tails.
Frankly, I don't give a damn.
Pappy, don't violence won't solve anything. I'm growing. I should what?
Don't you grow legs on me, young lady. I remember when you were a jelly-like sack. Don't you make me go get your mama. Really?
Wow, she's butch.
Let's go and do a hoedown now. This is for all four contestants. There you go. They're going to do a song in the style of a hoedown, and this will be done with the assistance of Wynne Myerson at the piano. And what's it going to be? It's one of the joys of living in America. Can you? What's that? Presidential ethics. That's a great one. That is the most. That's the most intelligent suggestion we've ever had for a hoedown. Presidential ethics. The presidential ethics hoedown. Take it away, Wynne.
I'm independent counsel, my name is Kenneth Starr. I hunt for suspects everywhere, both near and so far. I hunt for secretaries and the president's wife. The reason that I'll do all this is I have no life.
There's plenty of reasons to be commander-in-chief, to help the people and give social relief, to do something that might help the world, or of course you could just do it to get the girls.
What the hell's going on? The country's gone to pot. The president's having lots of sex while I am not. I think it's really horrible. It's really quite a sin. Why don't we hire a celibate like Wilt Chamberlain?
I think we have the best president that I've ever seen. The way his sexy voice sounds, I think he's really keen. A lot of people think he's a crook, they think something's amiss. Of course, what do I know? I'm just a stewardess. I'm just a stewardess.
Very good. Well, that's sadly. Well, here in Los Angeles, we recorded so much good stuff, we couldn't fit it all into our regular programs. So here's a compilation of some of the best bits that we didn't want to throw away. It's fantastic. Here we go. And the scene I'd like to do, in this scene, city boys have lost their way in hillbilly country. Okay? You decide who you are, but you have to speak in questions only. Take it away, Colin and Phil.
You ever seen so many trees?
Do you hear a banjo?
Well, if they try to...
Do you have a compass?
What's a compass?
Don't you know what a compass is?
You want to make me squeal like a pig?
How will that help us find civilization?
Could it hurt?
Aren't you worried? Worried about what?
Are y'all lost?
Do you know where the highway is?
Y'all ain't been there before, have you?
Are you Swedish?
You from Arkansas?
What am I, the president?
Are you the president?
Can you keep it under your hat?
Can you?